Hey, Tiddus, how you doing? Sorry, couldn't say hello for a second there because I've got a paintbrush in my gob. Oh, I know that feeling, Tiddus. I mean, hang on. There we go. I've done the Discord thing now, so I can stop holding a paintbrush in my gob. Yeah, I know that feeling. I didn't get a Twitch payout today, but the last time I got one, it was just like, do I just spend it all, or do I save it and behave myself? It's difficult. It's very difficult. Hey, Grox. How you doing? Hey, Cyborg. Yeah, that'll do it. Other than that, are you alright? Sorry, Cyborg, but no thank you. One listen was enough for me. Hey, Rocket, how you doing? We've still got a fair few of the requests from last week's stream to get through as well, so you've got some time. Finish the main task at work today. Oh, good, I'm glad to hear that, Grox. Yes, Rocket, yes they are. Shitposty music is a no thank you. Meme stuff, it depends on the meme, to be honest with you. Like some meme music is actually really, really good, but some of it is, well, shitposting. So yeah. If you're not sure and you want to chance it, if it's not something that I'm comfortable with playing, I will skip it. But yeah, other than shitposty stuff, it's pretty much free game. Any genre, any... Which category is Mothman? As in the Mothman YMCA song? Because I consider that kind of shitposty. Also, wholly incorrect about the poor Mothman there. That song just makes me rant. Shitposty propaganda, exactly. Poor Mothman. I think Porthos wants to come up, so I'm going to let him up before I go to the main painting. Yeah, he wants to come up. He's fighting his way onto the chair before I actually go to the proper painting screen. Hey, Modhell, how you doing? And also, how are you doing, Mr. Mouse? Because I answered your question, but I didn't say hello. So, hello. Come on, Pete. Oh, the dog is trampling me. There we go. Hey, sweet pea. Let's just no, don't eat my miniatures, Porthos. They're not food, sweetheart. Also, I can't replace those. Let's bring the camera down a bit so you can see him. It the boy. There you go. And seeing as you requested scritches, there we go, Modhell. Thank you very much for the scritches for Porthos. Hey, DMAC, how you doing? Thank you so much for being subscribed for 8 months. Getting close to 12 now. I really like this song. This is a good song. Did I not say DMAC? I'm very confused now. Wait, this isn't the Adobe login screen. Fucking hell. Confusing me now, mate. I'm not a Pokemon who can only say its own name. Oh, mate. Oh. Virtual hugs, my friend. I know that fucking feeling all too well. Hey, Buff, how you doing? Oh! Good, Mr. Mouse. Cyborg, give it a punt. If it's too much for me, I'll skip it, okay? Oh! Ooh. Now, if Ivan was here, Buff, he'd be able to help you with that, because he is hardcore fucking wrestling nerd, and really good at writing shit like that as well. Crunch and tired. Oh, Modhale. Big hugs, mate. Well, hopefully you can just sort of shrug a shitty day off and relax in here for a bit. You know, put some nice chill tunes in the jukebox and just hang out and chat. Oh yeah, eagle-eyed viewers may notice that more of him is painted now than was last time I streamed. I've been sat here for the last sort of 20 minutes just painting bits in. Because it was ready early. I could have started early, but I decided not to. Oh gosh, Modhale. Well, on the plus side, nearly at the weekend. To use a membrane keyboard for the first. Oh gosh. Bloody hell, DMAC. I mean, I have been there. I somehow got myself locked out of the company VPN 3 times in a row on the same day once. I was having a rough day. Is it me, or have we had 3 thirsty songs in a row? Three guesses what was on everybody's mind last week. Oh, agreed, D-Mac. Just, having a moment over here. Hey, Longfang. Ah, but these are all from last week. So, are you telling me that the folks that put things into my jukebox on Friday last week foresaw the Naked Predator? You getting down or not? No? Okay. Welcome back, Tids. Image is so powerful it bends space-time. I mean, you're not wrong. That was a delightfully cursed image. Thank you for that one. Oh, God. You started something now, Longfang. Please feel free to post the link into the chat. It's not technically not safe for work, so it should be okay. As with all good curses, it should be shared with friends. Mr. Mouse deploying the Koji Suzuki logic there. Which I am all for. Cool. Cheers, Longfang. That works. If you cannot be good, be careful. Indeed. Porthos, what do you want, sweetheart? You want to get down? Bye-bye. Is he going to his bed? Let's find out. He is! You can watch him rearrange his bed. Far more exciting than what's happening on the other camera. Just like, fuck this bed and everything about it. Is he done yet? Nope, nope. Still not perfect enough. Hello, Porthos. What? He's come back to me. There he goes. there might just be a bit of a lag, Tidders, before it becomes an active tracking number. Give it until tomorrow morning and see if it's sorted itself out by then. Thank you for the treat for Porthos and the posture check there, Buff. Are you coming back up then? You can come back up if you want. So how's everybody's week going? You all doing alright? I mean, I know Modhel's already said how his week's going, and I am seriously hoping that it picks up for you, Modhel. Oop, way too much paint there. Hate local buses with a passion. What's happened, Cyborg? Fair enough, Tidders. Oh, you might notice as well, you probably won't because of the way I've got the camera angled, but I'm actually watering my paint down a little bit today. And this is the pre-thinned stuff still, but it's been sat on my palette for a week, and it had separated because of the fluctuations in temperature. So I've just mixed it back together again and then put a little bit of water in it just to sort of tidy it up a bit. Hey Cypher, how you doing? Wait, Mr. Mouse, you've not slept at all since Monday? Is there a reason for that? Bloody hell, Mr. Mouse. I hope you manage to get some sleep soon. I mean, I've never had insomnia that bad, but eesh. Got the husband's copies of the first 10 Fables down from the attic. Wicked. I really should pick the rest of the Fables comics up if I can still get them. Like the TPs, not the individual comics, obviously. Also, I appreciate the fact that somebody put in a fucking Ent chant for me painting a fucking tree. Gold stars. That is some serious commitment to sparkle motion right there. Well done. I'll sleep when I'm dead, but I appreciate everyone's concern. That's a fucking mood. But yeah, I hope you manage to get the rest that you want. I'm not going to say need, because fuck knows what that is, but I hope you manage to get the rest that you want soon. In my defence, I put this in on Friday. Well, it has reminded me of a fun fact about Labradors. If folks are interested. And I have an odd amount of time for Weeble. It's definitely nothing to do with the fact that he's a northerner. Hobby Slap report. So, the whole fat Labrador thing is actually a medical thing. It's a genetic thing with Labradors, apparently. They are genetically predisposed to gaining weight. And they like to eat. So I guess I'm a Labrador. But as a result, a lot of folks jokingly refer to them as Flabradors. But yeah, they like, if you look at Porthos, he eats a fuck ton of food, and he eats a load of snacks and a load of treats because you keep giving him treats and snacks. And he doesn't put any weight on. Like, he'll put maybe a pound on or whatever, but he doesn't really gain any visible weight because his metabolism just deals with it. Because that's what Staffies are like. They're very lean dogs. But Labradors, they are not like that. They are very much the epitome of a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. But that's okay. It's more of them to love, innit? You good puppers. All puppers are good puppers, to be fair. Oh, a song from Terminator. Yes, I've no idea who put this in. In our defence, Porthos is adorable as shit. He is. He's very adorable. And he knows it. He fucking knows he's a cutie. I do get to decide if it's treats or scritches, but if he's not sat next to me, it's gonna be treats. Speaking of which, I think he's gone back to his bed. Sort of. Hey, Ghost Tans, how you doing? Just going to turn my headphones down a teeny tiny bit. I don't know what's up with my sound settings lately. Like, since Destiny stopped killing my headset feed whenever I boot it up, my sound's been really screwy. Like, it's been so much louder than it used to be. And Discord doesn't work properly anymore either, so that's fun. Congratulations, Tidders. I'm not really a big trace rifles person. I tend to favour auto rifles in Destiny, I've found. But my favourite one got sunset, and I don't know when it's coming back, so I've had to pick a new favourite. Fair enough, Tids. The steel feather, in answer to your which one question. Wow, Geist. That's like one of those what you buy on Wish, what you get from Wish kind of situations, isn't it? Like, damn. I hope you have fun at the medieval market, though, with your 4-foot wooden cock. Yeah, I had a really good roll on mine as well, Tidders, so it was just an absolute beast. Wizard staff does have a knob on the end, you're right. Marvellous. I am all for Terry Pratchett quotes in chat. I love a good Pratchett quote. Like, I joined the school book club when I was doing my A-levels in an attempt to make some friends, and it worked. I made some friends. I made some lovely friends. But they had like a segment during the book club where everybody got to bring in one of their favourite books, and they could share an excerpt from their favourite book with everybody. You know, a few pages. And I chose Thief of Time by Terry Pratchett, which is one of the later Discworld books. I say later. Well, plenty published after that. But and there's a section in it which is actually just a footnote, but it's a huge footnote talking about perception, using The Emperor's New Clothes as an explanation of how a situation can be very, very different depending on where you're observing it from. And I always really, really enjoyed that footnote, and it stuck with me for years, so I thought, yeah, I'll share it with everybody. That would be great. Turned out there was only 2 other people that had ever heard of, let alone read, The Emperor's New Clothes. And of them, only one of them appreciated the comedy of the writing. So, yeah, it didn't go down too well. And on that day, I learned a lesson about knowing your audience. Oh, I'll have a look at that, Geist of Thames, thank you. Currently rereading Mort. Mort's a wonderful book. My favourites are Thief of Time, Reaper Man and Soul Music. You may be seeing a pattern there. Shock horror. But yeah, Mort's definitely up there as one that I do love to reread. Oh my god, that's brilliant, Geist. But yeah, I do highly recommend Pratchett's stuff. He was a very good, very wholesome person. I did, Geist. I have a Kindle account. My Kindle, it's a Kindle keyboard that I got when I went to university so that I could annotate my textbooks without decreasing their value. So I had like the textbooks that I got through the university, and then I had virtual copies of them on my Kindle keyboard that I would write all my notes on, so that I didn't have to write them in the textbooks themselves. So that I could sell the textbooks when I finished university. I kept them all. Didn't go very well. But yeah, that Kindle keyboard has recently ceased to Kindle, sadly. Yeah, Cypher, I understand that. That's the reason Thief of Time is one of my favourites, because it was the first Pratchett book I ever read. I started at the deep end. According to Neil Gaiman, Terry Pratchett was an angry man. I'm sure he had his moments, but the amount of stories, particularly from trans Terry Pratchett fans, about meeting him and how wonderful he was, are just, you know, we had a good one there. Lovely to fans just annoyed at himself. I mean, yeah, I get that. I'm not saying I'm on the level of Pratchett here, but I do understand that. There isn't anybody on this planet I hate more than myself. And that's not a call for sympathy. It's just a thing. And I'm working on it. It's okay to be a work in progress. Like most of my hobby stuff. And it's okay to be a work in progress for a long time. You do things at your own pace. Nobody else's.
Vehicular homicide.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you very much, Geisterdhands, for the donation, so that I can pick up the Lonesome October. Thank you very much. I will pick that up after the stream. Oh, I did do the new donation alert that I was telling folks about, by the way. It's set to randomise though, so who knows when you'll get to hear it. I was thinking about making a maths joke out of the donation amount requirement, but meh. And that's fair, Cypher. It's an each to their own situation, I think. I think that looks quite nice. I think it looks better in person than it does on camera though, which is a shame. Very true, Cypher. Oh no. we've got a difficult bit again. I'm going to try really hard to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okie dokie, Cyborg. Good luck with the cooking. And when you're able to, please do let me know what you're cooking. Cyborg's always cooking cool stuff. And is, from what I hear, a very talented chef. Bunchy Stort is still shitting itself. Wow. I would have thought it had calmed down by now. Sounds good. Ah, yes, this. Cyborg sent me a bit of this on TikTok today, I think. The other day? I saw it today. This is a surprisingly good mashup. Oh shit. That sucks, Tids. This morning. Cool, thanks, Cyborg. I don't check TikTok very regularly. I usually check it when my work laptop's updating or when the VPN goes down so I can't do anything. Because then it's just like, no one can phone me right now. No one can email me right now. TikTok. It's a mashup of Mambo No. 5 and Holiday, the Green Day song. Oh, Mambo No. 5 was a really big thing when I was younger. Can't remember when it actually came out, but I remember it being on the radio all the fucking time when I was early teens, I want to say. Maybe a little younger than that. Time is complicated. It's still a really big thing. Fair enough. I live under a rock, DMAC, so... It's just one of those things that's persisted, I guess. Okie doke, Mr. Mouse. You take care, and I hope you have a good rest. Sounds like you fucking earned it. Hey, Duke, how you doing? Steady now, D-Mac. Don't want anything not safe for work happening in my chat, do we? Hey, Mum, how you doing? I like this one. This is good.
Oh, whoa. Oh, shit!
I'm guessing everybody heard that then. Slow is, I believe, playing The Division. You may occasionally hear him shout or swear in the background. Yep, you heard him. He is the human equivalent of all caps, isn't he? Right. Let's go for a slightly bigger brush. Apart from the cake, Mum, have you been eating cake again? And was it a lot of cake? Because a little bit of cake's okay. Oh, thank you very much, Duke. This is sort of the midpoint. We're going to be going paler and going for a silver birch look in the end. I have 2 cheesecakes in the fridge. Oof. I can't do cheesecakes, unfortunately. I am just lactose intolerant enough that they make my stomach upset. The joys of getting old. Lemon slices. Again, ma'am! Bit of Saxon. Lovely. Somewhere I have a video of when me and Mum saw Saxon at Download, and Mum was proper rocking out. It was wicked. She didn't even notice that I was filming her. And then there's a bit right at the end of the video where she turns around and looks at the camera and she's like, "Are you filming this?" I'm like, "No, definitely not." But yeah, it totally was.
Wow. This is total bullshit.
I'm going to be a little bit slapdash about that bit. A, because it's a pain in the arse to reach. And B, because, well, nature ain't tidy. Yeah, download was a lot of fun. That was like a thing that me and Mum would do. Maybe every couple of years. Because it's not cheap. Like if there was a band that we really wanted to see playing, we'd go. But we'd make a weekend of it. It's gotten more expensive in recent years as well, sadly. So expensive now. Yeah, it really is. Like the first one I went to, I was 15, I think. And we managed it with very little issue. And that was with Mum paying for both of our tickets on not the best wage, even for the time. But now, that year was oldies but goodies year. Yeah, Sabbath, DC were there. Obviously Saxon were there as well. It was a good year that year. We ticked a few off the bucket list that year. I think it was the year before, or maybe the year after, was when Baby Metal were there. And Rammstein. And I'll tell you what, you can say what you like about Baby Metal. They put on a fucking good show. I quite like them. Personally. I think they're fun. I don't think metal has to be serious. In fact, I don't think anything really has to be serious. Brilliant, thank you very much, guys. You take care, and thank you again for the book donation there. Hope you have a lovely evening. Welcome back to this. Case in point, Tenacious D, exactly. And different style of music, but Bloodhound Gang can be very entertaining if you're in the right mindset. Yeah, exactly, Buff. I fucking love Lordi. I think they're grand. They put on a great show. They're really funny. Like, there's definitely a place in the world for people that take themselves seriously in metal, but I don't know. I don't think silly metal hurts anyone. Yeah, that sounds like a plan, Cyborg, though I would politely request that we don't deliberately get my mother ratted on gin. Well, I'd prefer not to do that either, Mod Hale, but look, man, the last time we had a lot of vodka, we got banned from a pub. I think it's probably best if you didn't do that either. Me and my mother have had some adventures. I mean, yeah, that'd be fine, Cyborg. Mum, am I allowed to explain how we got banned from a pub? Or am I just to leave it as a mystery for everybody? Oh, now this is nice. Sure. Okay, so I was having a rough weekend. We'll start with that. It was the Sunday of the rough weekend. And my mother went, you know what we should do? We should go to the pub. And we went to the pub. And we had 14 double vodkas and cokes each. And I was well on my way to finishing my 14th one. Mum was well on her way to finishing her 13th one and needed to stand up. Don't think either of us had actually had anything to eat over the course of the day. I think Mum ordered some snacks though, and that might have been what caused the ensuing problem. So Mum stood up with the intention of pottering off to the loo. And I think she'd had nachos. That was it. You'd had nachos. This is a bit of a jazzy blur, because, 14 double vodkas and cokes. Yeah, she'd had some nachos, and she got up because she wasn't feeling too great and was going to go to the loo. And she made it 2 steps away from the table, and content warning, viscous bodily fluids, vomited all over the carpet in the middle of the Sunday lunch rush. And we were asked to leave and never return. But yeah, there was an elderly couple with their grandkids eating lunch at the table next to us. So they witnessed the whole thing. You only rent alcohol. It passes quickly. Indeed. Yeah. So that's how we got banned from a Weatherspoons. Because it was a fucking spoons, because of course it were. Hey, Destroyer, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, that family was absolutely horrified. No, it probably didn't, did it? Could have been banned from some place nice. To be fair, most of the pubs round here are spoons now. So, I mean, there's a couple of pubs that we don't talk about as well. Of the "my kind aren't welcome there" variety. Oh God, I'm glad it weren't bloody gin, ma'am. You're terrible when you've been on the gin. Yeah, that's fair, Cyborg. Yeah, plodding on, Destroyer. How did your tournament go, by the way? Because I didn't get to see the end of your stream. Did you win? Oh no, it won't, Cyborg. It really won't.
Oh. Fucking, are you serious?
There we go. You probably just heard slow again.
I'm done with this. So much done with this. It's too much of an incentive to go rogue, especially playing so bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Well done, Destroyer. That's absolutely fab. Well done, mate. Proud of you. Getting there. Slowly, slowly getting there. Got to admit, I'm a little anxious about the fact that I'm basically going to have to do this all over again with another colour soon. Oh my! I've just seen what you've put in the jukebox buff. Good choice. One of my favourites. Pretty sure with the music video for Monster Man, they were riffing on Meatloaf pretty fucking hard. Because there's some scenes in that music video that are like play for play on the I Would Do Anything for Love music video. I kind of love that. Hello Ray, welcome back. Yes, I am painting a tree. I am painting a tree lord, in fact. Big angry ent. Yeah. I really like Savlonic. So, who would like to own up to this one? Nice one, Model. As is only right and proper, when Mum and I went to see the Human League, they had like a synth pop and synth wave playlist, or a DJ set, I should say, while the bands were setting up, and it had Kavinsky in it, but it also had Savlonic in it, which made me very happy. Okie dokie, Destroyer. I am indeed, Ray. I was brought up on a fair bit of New Romantic and stuff like that, and then when the synthwave revival started, got into bands like Gunship, and Savlonic as well, to be fair. But yeah, I love a bit of synth. There isn't much in the way of music that I don't... It's now called Old Romantic. Ah, heck off, tidders. Yeah, there's not much in the way of music that I don't like, to be fair. I'm not picky. Though I do tend to listen to a lot of vaporwave and synthwave. And my favourite band are very electronica inspired as well. So, Hey, Dammy, how you doing? New romantic cross with crust punk crusty romance. Oof. I'm not sure how well that'd work. Take me to the crash. Also, absolutely love Miracle of Sound. Right. I'm guessing the microphone picked that up. Just checking my paint. It's important to make sure you check your paint. Especially if it's in dropper bottles like this. I've got ball bearings in my dropper bottles. Just so that the paint gets better agitated. If you do what I've done and put all your paints in dropper bottles, including GW paints, make sure if you're getting ball bearings to put in them that you get... I'd say go with the Army Painter ones, because they won't rust and damage the paint. And they're reasonably priced. Because initially I bought some online that were reasonably priced but were off-brand, and regretted it when I did my rust test because I couldn't use them in my paint. I mean, it's only a small chance that it'll damage your paint, but I wouldn't like to chance it considering how expensive these little pots can be. I should watch Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim's very, very good. I really enjoyed it. Pacific Rim came out of Guillermo del Toro being told that he was no longer going to be allowed to do the At the Mountains of Madness movie that he'd been working on for ages, whilst he was binge-watching Evangelion. Would BBs work, or would they be too light? They might work. Glass beads are also a good choice, yes. Robot Jocks is better than Pacific Rim. I will take your word for that one, Ray Daly. I genuinely have never heard of it. That's news to me. Boop. There we go. Pacific Rim came from Anger and Animate. Yes, it did, Buff. Which is one of the reasons I like it so much. 80s movie, and it is on YouTube. Oh, okay, I'll have to take a look. Thank you very much. Take a look. The Pacific Rim cartoon. Yes, the Pacific Rim animated thing that came out is very, very good. Controversial opinion. I think I prefer Godzilla Singular Point. But... oh, shit! Oh, okay, this is a remix, isn't it? Sorry, there's a track I've not thought about in a very fucking long time. Ah! Fabulous! I used to sing Basket Case with my band back in the day. Oof! Sorry to hear that, Dammy. No, we didn't, Mum. We did, we did History by Funeral for a Friend at the review. And I will never ever forget that. I have a hard time disagreeing with you on Singular Point. That's fair. It is really, really good. I really enjoyed Singular Point. Like, if nothing else, Jet Jaguar is so cool. Like, no, Mum, you did the Green Day song without me. I only did one review with you. You did the others on your own. Yeah, I was, when Pacific Rim was initially announced, I had been quite closely following what was going on with Mountains of Madness. Because, really, the idea of Del Toro doing Lovecraftian horror, just go on then. Feel like if anybody is going to make Lovecraftian horror that extra little bit just completely damaging, it's going to be Del Toro. I mean, his creature designs are just if anybody's ever seen Pan's Labyrinth, that's his work. And less the first Hellboy, but the second Hellboy, they basically took the reins off of him and he just did what he wanted to do, and you can tell. And he had a lot of fun with that. Second Hellboy is way better. Yeah, everything feels a bit more free in the second Hellboy, I think. I do really love the first one, though. But, prime example, in the first Hellboy, they had Doug Jones, absolutely amazing creature actor, body actor, as the body, but not the voice of, hey Shay, how you doing? Of Abe Sapien. He's a freaky fish guy, if you will. But for the second one, Doug Jones was both the body and the voice, and basically every time Doug has been in something, he's been the body and not the voice. Like, he was the body of the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and oh my fucking god, he was the best thing about that film. He really was. And, you know, no hate on Lawrence Fishburne, he did a really good voice for the Surfer, but it's so nice that Doug got to be the entirety of a character for once, in Hellboy 2. And he also played Carl Swanji in Penny Arcade's Automata miniseries, live-action miniseries, which is very, very good. I know Penny Arcade itself, the comic, is iffy, and that folks have their issues with it, but that miniseries is so brilliantly produced. Wonderful story. And as an FX nerd, it just makes me very happy. He does have a great role in Discovery as well. He's the only reason I decided to watch Discovery, I've got to admit, because I would follow Doug Jones to the ends of the earth. I think he's brilliant. I have a lot of time for body actors. So Andy Serkis is a fucking legend as well. I was asked about a City of Lost Children. It sounds familiar, but I don't know, Ray. I might have done. Really, Cypher? That's terrible. Like, I love Ron Perlman as Hellboy. I think he is a fantastic Hellboy, and I think the role suits him very, very well. Same guy that directed Alien 3. Oh, really? Okay. I'll have to take a look at that as well, Ray. I like that Hellboy loves cats. Yeah. Hellboy's a good bean. The comics are really good as well. I've got a couple of the Hellboy comics. I really like the art style. Ron Perlman's in the Monster Hunter movie. Director of City of Lost Children went on to direct Alien Resurrection. Oh, neat. Fair enough, Dammy. Hellboy's one of my comfort movies. I really like it. I saw them play this live. So good live. Whedon wrote it. Really? Huh. Till I saw them at Eurovision, I didn't realise that Lordy were Finnish. Yep. To be fair, I didn't know about them until Eurovision. I will freely admit to that. I like Eurovision. I'm one of those people. I vote for the for Ukraine every single year. As is the requirement of my family. Though, to be fair, Ukraine is always really, really good. So, like, I really think they should have won last year. It's not the same without Wogan. Well, I watch it without a presenter these days because they live stream it to YouTube without a presenter. And that's how I watch it. Hey, Slow. Bye, Slow. That was weird. Was it last year? I think it was either last year or this year. No, it must have been last year. Must have been. Time is difficult, Dammy. My mother is old enough to remember when Ireland won Eurovision all the time. Wow. Welcome back, Tidders. Oh gosh. I hope everything's okay. There's nothing worse than a sudden power cut, especially when your PC's on. Seems to be good. Yeah, that's a fucking mood, Tidders. Fucking hell, Tracy Chapman. And looking at the jukebox, it's not a mix. It's not a remix or anything like that, or a mashup. Who put this in? I bet that's awkward, Dammy. Time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. Precisely, Seamus. Terry Pratchett quotes and Douglas Adams jokes. Quotes. Both very welcome within this chat. Same, Shay. Marvellous, Dammy. So she can't win either way then, eh? Oh gosh, drive error notification. I hope it's nothing serious and it's just, you know, waking up again. Got to admit, this song gives me feelings. Such a good song. Fabulous, Ray. Love it. They are absolutely brilliant, Ray. Nicely done. Fuck yeah. Oh, Slow's making his own food, and I'll be making myself something after the stream, Torpor, so I don't know. He's probably making himself ramen. Just because you've been writing it since 1986, Ray, doesn't mean you won't ever finish it. You might do one day. If you want to, obviously. If you don't want to finish it, that's fine, but... sometimes it can take a while to finish something. And that's okay. As one of my favourite bands once said, good food takes a long time to cook. I mean, they were saying it because their album had been delayed by another year, but just look at One Piece. I mean, do I have to, Dammy? It's quite long. But yeah, sometimes it just takes a while to finish something, and that's okay. Especially when it comes to a story. I've got 3 stories that I started writing while I was at university and have not finished. That I'll maybe pick up and finish one day. I mean, one of them's a 3-part science fiction that I haven't finished because sci-fi nerds have a very specific kind of sci-fi nerd, I must admit, have kind of ruined the idea for me. Oh yeah, exactly, Buff. I mentioned this on Longfang's stream yesterday. Time is hard. But the Tolkien estate have recently collected and published a bunch of Tolkien stuff that he never finished. It's stuff that's never been seen before. I'm thinking about picking up a copy of that. Because I've borrowed a copy of Tales from the Perilous Realm from one of my friends. And I'm slowly working my way through that when my brain doesn't melt. Over the last year, reading for me has become very, very difficult. Modhail, it's called something like the nature of Middle-earth or something like that. Hang on. I'll fish out the title for you now. Make it a bit easier for you. Because I was looking at it last night, so... yeah, there we go. The Nature of Middle-earth is what it's called. I may have just got paint on the camera of my phone. Oopsie. Terry Pratchett had his unfinished works destroyed post his death. I can kind of understand why he'd do that. Like, the Long Earth series that he was writing with Stephen Baxter, you can tell when Baxter sort of took the front seat with it. Fabulous, Ray. I like that. Yeah, I used to be an avid reader, but over the last sort of year or two, it's just become increasingly hard for me to get myself into a mindset where I can sit and read a book, which really sucks, because I love reading. I mean, there are some things that I have been reading over the last year, but it's usually like short fiction that I find online. But yeah, maybe one day I'll go back to that sci-fi that I was writing. Maybe one day. But I want to rework what I already have for it, for definite. And maybe refocus now I'm a bit older. I tend to prefer writing short horror stories, to be fair. Oh, I do listen to audiobooks, Ray, but I've even struggled to get into them lately. It's odd. Like, I can just about manage a podcast every now and then. I tend to listen to a lot of music, but yeah. Yeah, it's fair, Modhell. Most of the stuff I read is short stories on Tumblr. Because Tumblr is still sort of alive. Sort of. Hey RNG, how you doing? I'm guessing by the use of the draw mouse that you're having a bit of a rough one, and if that's the case, big hugs. I hope the rest of the week is better. Yeah, that's a fair description to this. Oh yes, that's a good idea, Buff. Oh gosh, well, I hope your PC is all fixed. Oh crap, I don't have a thing for it on here. Give me a second. I'm actually typing something on a keyboard. Holy shit. So, as soon as Cyborg has mentioned it, was that one loud enough now, by the way? Because I know they were a bit quiet on my last stream. Didn't hear a thing. Fucking fabulous. Can never get it to work right, can I? Give me a second. Go. I might just put it all the way up and then hope I don't deafen anybody. Okay. Brace yourselves, folks. I'm gonna test it. Better? Okay. We're going to 150 then. Fabulous. This couldn't possibly go wrong and hurt anybody. Okay. Last test. There is no change. There was a fucking change. I changed it. That's it. You're going full pelt. Okay then. Fine, fine. %200. Yes, it is supposed to be the alert, not the music, Ray. And it's one specific alert. No, I'm going to put it up to 178 because I don't want it to be too bad. I haven't done anything with it yet, Modhell. Alert was a lot louder. Shit. Yes, it was, Ray. Okay. Do I need to test it again? Do you folks want me to test it again? No, Longfang, it's not you. It's definitely not you. Because they were perfectly loud when I checked them. This is just chatbot being a knob. Yes, test. Oh, see, everybody wants to hear your voice more anyway. Better? Or do I just put it up to 200? Perfect. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, Tidders, if you're still hearing it exactly the same, then there's some... Oh, really, Longfang? Really? Okay, fine. 200 it is. The Great Bear decrees it so. Right. Here goes. Yeah, that's perfectly loud for me. And I've got my stuff turned down, so... Yes, way louder. That's really concerning, Tidders, because it is now 150% louder than it was the first time you said that it was the same. That's really weird. Is everybody else okay with it? Because, okay, I'm just going to get on with painting while everybody else is doing sound tests. Is that okay? Because it's definitely louder. Wilhelm won't be, because it's done based on the individual sound files. The really interesting thing about that, Tidders, is that Space and Wilhelm are louder for me than the Medicate one. That's very, very strange. Especially as it only seems to be affecting you. Nah, you're fine, Longfang. You don't need to redo them. I can fix it with what I've got, but it's just very, very strange that... Yeah, it's really weird, Tidders. I don't get it. At all. But it's fine. If it's coming through quiet, I can sort it out. I just have to do it off stream. Otherwise I'll never get this guy painted. I don't think so, Longfang. Like I said, they're coming through for me louder than things like Wilhelm and Space are. It's very, very strange. And yeah, Dammy always has problems with the jukebox sounding quieter. Could it be an equaliser thing? Very possibly, Longfang. Which is odd, because Spoilers and Medicate come through exactly the same volume for me. Phrasing comes through quieter. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. But yeah, if it's coming through quiet, don't worry, I can sort it out. But like I say, I'll have to do it after the stream. Which I'm probably going to end soon anyway, because it's suddenly gotten really warm. What temperature is it right now? Jesus. It's only 17 degrees apparently. Though it's 22 in my office. Yeah, that'll be it. Great. It's supposed to be cooler by now. I weren't going to do this on stream, but it's getting really warm in here. Oh, of course, I was cooking downstairs. That won't be helping matters. Avert your eyes, chat. Behold my bare shoulders. Yeah, I think I'm over the kitchen. Am I over the kitchen? No, I'm not over the kitchen. I'm over the living room. Then again, we don't have the best extractor fan, so... Who put this in? Welcome back, Tidders. Well, why are we barretting? What have I missed? Yeah, Barrett is really quiet, but that's because when it was at normal volume, everyone went, "Oh God, my ears!" So I turned it down. Ah, I see. Yeah, Barrett is meant to be quiet because I didn't want to injure anybody after last time it was used. But yeah, that came through quiet for me, so I might turn it up a little bit. Oops. Oh yeah, I'm thinking... Welcome back, Cypher. I'm thinking that I will probably put this guy, if I'm still doing him by October, down during October and paint. I've got some Kingdom Death miniatures that are the player characters but dressed up in Halloween costumes. So I'm thinking I might paint them for October because it's, Spook month. What do you folks think? Or I could paint the Slender Man. I have a big Kingdom Death Slender Man miniature, which is really pretty, and I've been meaning to give him a try. Always up for some Kingdom Death. Yes, I wonder why, Tids. Particularly excited to paint the Elvira Halloween costume one. I like that one. Not heard this in a while. Oh my god, Longfang, does that exist? Because if it does, yes. Fuck yes. All of my yes. Hey, I'm not expecting you to, Tidders. Has to exist somewhere. Yeah, fair point. Then again, I am devastated by the fact that there are no 3D printable Guybrush Threepwood miniatures. How? How are there none? Like, the best you can get is a 3D printed Guybrush statue that somebody did. And you can't get the STLs for that. But yeah, if there is a 3D printed Raziel out there, yes, somebody find it and send it to me, please. And I've mentioned this to Longfang, which may well be why he suggested that. But I was actually thinking, seeing as I got it working, of playing Soul Reaver next month on stream. I am bad at it. Google says there are several. Awesome. Yeah, I am really bad at it because it's a late 90s, early noughties platformer, which I played on the Dreamcast. Some folks will remember from previous streams that I only had a Sega Mega Drive growing up that my dad bought when I was very small. And that was all I had in the house right up until I was like 14 or 15 when I bought a PlayStation 2. But after my dad passed away, I used to go and stay with my mum's workmates or my friends while she worked night shifts. And one of my mum's friends had a son who was, I think he was like 4 or 5 years older than me. And he was like a proper gamer nerd. Cast him in, yes. And he had a PlayStation 2, he had a Dreamcast, he had fucking everything. And he always played the PS2. He had I don't know which one it is. Someone will have to fact check me on this one. He had one of the Lord of the Rings games for the PS2. and it was I think it was a hack and slash, if I'm not mistaken. Okie dokie, Tidders, you take care. Let's have a look. Oh, that first one's gorgeous. Second one's really nice too, but that first one, oh yes, love it. That's beautiful. Yeah, the second one is a really nice pose. It's really pretty, but the first one is... I don't know, I like the pose. I don't know. I like them both. It does look straight out of the concept art, you're right. Oh, they're really pretty. Okay, bookmarking those for later. Yeah, so he had everything. Yeah, I think it was Two Towers, Longfang. But I used to love playing that at his place. And one summer, he got the Dreamcast out and we were playing games on it, and he was just like, "You're really enjoying this, and I never play with this thing. Do you want to borrow it for the summer?" I was just like, "Yes, please." So he loaned me his Dreamcast, and I went round to the video rental store around the corner from the house I was living in at the time, and I rented as many Dreamcast games as I could. So I rented Sonic Adventure, I rented Choo Choo Rocket. Christ, what else did I rent? Oh god, I can't remember. But I also rented the first Soul Reaver game. And that was my first experience of playing Soul Reaver. No, I did not rent Crazy Taxi. But back then I was a proper little goth kid. And the cover art for Soul Reaver just spoke to my bleak little heart, so I had to have it. I didn't even bother looking at the back of the box to see what it was about. I just went, I need this one. Sonic was a given because I was brought up with a Mega Drive in the house, so I was raised by Sonic games, for want of a better description. And Choo Choo Rocket, it was like, it's a puzzle game, it's got cats and cute mice and rockets. Do I need any more information than that, really? Fucking love that game. So much fun, it's so cute. Yeah. Welcome back, Dammy. But yeah, Soul Reaver has been a part of my existence ever since, and I bought the... Choo Choo Rocket is massively underrated, isn't it, DMAC? It's such a fun little game. It's in the launch bundle, really? Yeah, I love it. I've got the Game Boy Advance version as well. It's downstairs. I bought a Game Boy Advance specifically so I could play it like a retro arcade thing that used to happen in Leicester all the time. Fair enough, DMAC. I remember this being a hit. It's good. Yeah. I have very fond memories of both Soul Reaver and of that Lord of the Rings game. So I played it with my friend watching me play it, and he knew full well that I hadn't got a lot of experience with modern games at that point. He found my complete lack of any ability within GTA very funny. But he sat me down with the Lord of the Rings game, and I played it better than he did, and he was just like, how the fuck did you do that? Didn't swear, obviously, because he would have got a clip round the ear. But, yeah. So I have fond memories of that. I should try and get that. And like play it again, see if it's any good. See if it's as good as I remember, I should say. Okay. I think I'm gonna finish this little bit here, wait until the jukebox is emptied, and then call it there, because I am very warm and rather sleepy. It's been a long few days. On the plus side, thanks to a unanimous vote in favour, I will be doing more hobby stuff on Friday. Does mean that I won't be playing Arcade Spirits for a while, unfortunately. I will have food after this, Torpor, don't worry. I'll go and make myself something as soon as Slow's done in the kitchen. Because we don't really have a kitchen that's suitable for two people to be making separate meals in it at the same time. I don't think anybody does really, do they? Okay, who did it? Put your hand up, who did it? Fucking love this song. Nicely done, Cypher. You raised that tentacle proudly, my friend. Beautiful. For anyone that has no fucking clue what's going on right now, if you are interested in or fond of Lovecraftian horror, and you like musicals, go look up the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society. Because this is one of a complete set of reimaginings from a Shoggoth on the roof. And it's fucking marvellous. Marvellous. Love it. Okay, Grox, you take care. Thank you very much, Torpor. Get in there. Get in there. Got to do his back yet. I'm dreading that. I might do some of this off stream just so that I don't have to do it under all the lights. I do kind of like how it's looking, though. What do you folks think? Hello there, Darkfang. And thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Paint job equals pretty. Thank you very much, Modhell. It's looking spooky. I'll take that as a compliment, Dammy. Thank you very much, Darkfang. You are possibly the first person that's ever said that to me. Because my accents are hybrid. So mostly it just confuses people. I'm glad you're fine. I am doing well, thank you. And I am painting a Tree Lord from the Sylvaneth line of Games Workshop's Age of Sigmar miniatures. Would you want that following you in a dark alley? I mean, I don't think he'd fit in a dark alley, Dammy. But I see your point. Sylvaneth are fine. Did you also make the figure? So I built him, and I've kit bashed him from the 3 different variants of the model kit, but I didn't like sculpt it and stuff. I wish I could sculpt stuff. Found a horde of skeletons in my attic. Oh no! Are they friendly skeletons, Cypher? If he was in a dark alley, the local council would send out a crew to cut him back, and they'd mysteriously vanish. Bravo, Ray. Very accurate. Love it. Miss Warhammer Fantasy Battle. That's fair. I mean, you can still play it, right? That's what contractors are for. Damn, Cypher! Well! QueenMab23, thank you very much for the follow. Love the username. Hey, Hans. Oh, Hans, I have been there, mate. As has been said several times during this stream, time is complicated. Right. We are now officially onto my normal jukebox stuff. So, I'm going to finish the little bit of his butt cheek that I'm painting, and then I'm going to call it there and go and get something to eat. Okay? Time is a construct. Yes, it is. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. Yeah, it's really easy when you're hobbying, especially if you get into a rhythm. Like, admittedly, I kind of am now. To lose track of time and to just sort of forget to do things. Time is an illusion apart from my kids' bedtime. Fair. Very fair. Okay, so he's coming along nicely, I think. Oh, Porthos wants to go out as well, so yeah, now's a good time to finish up. Yeah, we've got like a whole leg done today. We've only got some of his backside, one arm, and his face to do. And then I can move on to the next colour. Oh, and a bit of his neck as well. But yeah, we're getting there very slowly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't come here for speed painting, let's face it. Right. Oh, Hans. I'm sorry, mate. There's always next time. Especially seeing as I'll be doing this again on Friday. We don't come for slow painter either. Oh, sick but accurate burn, Cypher. Well done. It's not a problem at all, Torpor. I hope everybody's had a good time tonight. Oh, okay. Right. So, I should do my spiel before I do anything else, shouldn't I? Yeah, I hope you've all had a good time. I'm really looking forward to Friday, when I'll be back with more Hobby Happy Hour, as voted for by you folks. Very excited to get some more hobby time in during the week, because it is really nice, and it's a really nice way to wind down at the end of a rough work week as well. And I hope it can be that for you folks too. We are going to raid Duke Silver tonight, because he's had a bit of a hiatus recently, so I think it'd be nice to, you know, go and harass him. Duke has a level 3 hype train. Wicked. Perfect timing to raid him then. Right, so I will be back on Friday for Hobby Happy Hour, part 2. And then over the weekend I'll be playing some more Backbone on Saturday night, and I'll be playing some more Day of the Tentacle on Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you all for one, if not all of those streams. And until I see you all next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking hands, and have a lovely rest of your week, folks. Take care.